is set out at section G2 of the prosecution's written brief. Evidence in support of this allegation was put on the record by prosecution witnesses FH and Fidel Uwizie and defense witness Jean-Paul Akayesu and others. In brief, Your Honors, during the 18th of April meeting, Prefect Uwizie informed those in attendance of the criminal acts of the Interahamwe and the resultant insecurity it caused in Gitarama, and requested that action be taken against the Interahamwe. Following Fidel's call for action against the Interahamwe, Karemera castigated Fidel and urged the local administrators to stop protecting the Tutsis from attack by the Interahamwe. Justin Mugenzi, Your Honors, a government minister, did the same and even called for the dismissal of Fidel because he failed to understand the government's policy. Fidel testified before you on the 19th of July 2007 that the 18th of April meeting launched the killings in Gitarama Prefecture. Launched the killings, Your Honors. He specified that 80% of the killings in Gitarama took place after this meeting. He specifically mentioned the killings by the Interahamwe in Taba commune, where burgomaster and defense witness Jean-Paul Akayesu, who initially protected the Tutsis, turned his back on them after the 18th of April meeting and allowed the massacre of over 30,000 innocent Tutsi civilians. Your Honors, the evidence on this allegation satisfies the prosecution's burden of proof beyond reasonable doubt because it was brought to you by reliable prosecution witnesses FH and Fidel and corroborated for the most part by defense witness Jean-Paul Akayesu. Your Honors, prosecution witness FH is a credible and reliable witness. FH was a defense witness in the Akayesu trial. As early as 28 October 1997, testifying in the Akayesu trial, FH put Karemera at the 18th of April meeting. Your Honor should bear in mind that Karemera was only arrested in June of 1998. This was after witness FH had testified in the Akayesu trial. FH had no reason, Your Honors, to forcibly put Karemera at this meeting. FH was before you as a prosecution witness this time. The only side FH takes is the side of truth. FH does not seek to lead Your Honors into temptation, but seeks to deliver us all by testifying to the truth and nothing but the truth. He speaks for any side of the bar as long as the truth remains the primary focus. He has consistently done so before the Akayesu trial and before Your Honors in this case. FH again was the bookmaster of a commune in Gitarama. There is no doubt that he attended the 18th April meeting. Your Honors, this qualifies him as an eyewitness to the events. His eyewitness and consistent account, Your Honors, should be relied upon beyond reasonable doubt. Fidel Uwizie, the other prosecution witness, was the prefect of Gitarama and the person who convened the 18th of April meeting. He was therefore no doubt present at the meeting and qualifies again as an eyewitness. Your Honors, Fidel has never been accused of participating in the genocide. In fact, defense witness KNM testified that Fidel almost single-handedly protected the Tutsis in Gitarama. With no pending charges against him, Fidel did not have any motive to lie. He was not looking for any reduced sentence or leniency from the Rwandan government. Unlike FH, On the 3rd of March 1998, he testified as a defense witness in the Akayesu trial. At page 117 of his testimony on that day, Fidel specifically put Karemera at the 18th of April meeting. Your Honor, since Karemera had not been arrested when he testified, Karemera could not have been a target for false accusation by Fidel Uwizeye. He testified to the truth before the Akayesu trial, and he did so again before Your Honors in this case. Now, acting within his rights, Karemera raised a defense and challenged this allegation. His defense, Your Honors, is that he was not present at the 18th of April meeting. But the evidence on record demonstrates that Karemera has failed to cast any doubt on the prosecution's case. Firstly, Your Honors, as early as 2003, Karemera was put on notice of this allegation. Had he been so confident that he was not present, he would have exploited the provisions of Rule 67 of the Rules of Procedure and raised a defense of alibi. Your Honors, though this rule does not impose an obligation on Karemera to raise an alibi defense, the appeals chamber jurisprudence in the Dindabahizi trial, for example, has opined that the requirements to disclose a notice of alibi is triggered as soon as practicable after the accused becomes aware of the nature of the charges against him. In this case, Your Honor, in 2003. They held that failure to give notice of a defense of alibi can negatively weigh against the credibility of that alibi. Did Karemera raise a defense of alibi before Your Honors? Certainly not. This failure, Your Honors, should negatively affect the manner in which you consider his alleged absence from this meeting. Secondly, Karemera uses Exhibit P199 to support his claim of absence. P199 is a report on a mission carried out by Karemera and the Minister of Defense, Augustin Bizimana, to Gisenyi and Ruhengeri on the 18th and 19th of April 1994. On the face of it, Your Honors, this exhibit may tempt a reader to think that Karemera was not in Morambi on the 18th of April. Honorable judges, do not be led into temptation, but deliver yourselves from it by denying to take everything at face value. P199 should not raise any doubts in your minds of Karemera's presence at the meeting of the 18th of April. P199 is dated, indeed, 18th to 19th of April, but it does not specify the time when Karemera left Murambi for Gisenyi. And we are all aware, Your Honors, that a day has 24 hours. You can leave Arusha today, Your Honors, at 6 p.m. and arrive at Uganda, for example, at 11:58 p.m. on the same day. The fact remains that you arrived on the 22nd of August, 2011. If you were to do a report and simply state that you were in Uganda on the 22nd of August, 2011, does it conclusively mean that you were not in Arusha on that same day? No, Your Honors. To draw an analogy, I refer Your Honors to the court's own exhibit C001. And this is the mission report of Your Honors' site visit to Rwanda. The subject line of that report reads, Your Honors, and I quote, "Report on the site visit from the 20th to the 25th of February 2011. Just like P199, this exhibit, if taken at face value, can suggest that Your Honors were not in Arusha on the 20th of February 2011 because you were on mission in Rwanda. Your Honors, I was part of that mission. If Your Honors check your diaries, or your air ticket stops, as I have done mine, you will agree with me that you arrived Kigali at 6 p.m. local time on that day. So you spent a good part of the day in Arusha before heading out to Kigali. Why then should anyone doubt the evidence stating that Karemera attended the meeting in Murambi and then left on mission simply because the mission report is dated 18th to 19th of April? Your Honors, Karemera himself testified before you that it could take 2 to 3 hours to travel by road from Murambi to Gisenyi. He specified that he and Bizimana arrived at Gisenyi towards the end of the day. Towards the end of the day on the 18th of April. And as soon as they arrived, he checked into the Hotel Meridian. And then on the 19th of April, they met the local authorities and then headed back to Gitarama. Your Honors, it is the same scenario with the report on the site visit. Your Honors arrived Kigali towards the end of the day at 6 p.m. You checked into the Serena Hotel and then you started substantive work the following day. Matched, Your Honors, with Karemera's testimony and the analogy I have just made with Exhibit C001, Exhibit P199 is not inconsistent with the evidence that Karemera attended the meeting before traveling to Gisenyi.